getting all into the fight and shit. You're like, yo, hold the fuck up. We have an intro to play, you know?
That's a
We
very important intro. I mean, our whole segment is based off that intro. You know what I'm saying? So we get
shout out to D'Angelo Barksdale, yes. But
exactly.
like, come on. Like no, go
All
ahead,
right,
go
let's
ahead.
start off with boxing first because Canelo Alvarez back in the ring taking on John Ryder. So on the money line as of this recording, Canelo Alvarez a minus 1800, and then you got John Ryder a plus 940. Brian, how do you see this fight going?
Um, the same way the books see it going, I'll tell you that. I look again, not gonna be disrespectful to John Ryder, credible challenger, absolutely earned this opportunity to fight for the undisputed super middleweight championship. Well, Chantel's making a face like I don't know about absolutely. You know what I mean? Like he beat Zach Parker, but like Zach Parker kind of just quit after he hurt his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of debatably beat Danny Jacobs. I get it. But John Ryder ranked as one of the best super middleweights in the world, WBO interim champion. That guy typically gets these kind of opportunities when there's an undisputed champion. We all know how that goes. Canelo Alvarez by knockouts minus 350. I'm gonna give that a collective meh because there just ain't a lot of value there, and I'm not rich enough to where I could get value there. Otherwise, that would be my bet. But I gave Canelo by decision a look, Shantelle, at plus 300. I gave it a look because John
Really?
Ryder has never been knocked out except for the Nick Blackwell stoppage, which was early. It was early. It was an early stoppage. You look at that, he didn't get dropped. He just got stopped inexplicably, and he did not win the British Super Middleweight Championship at that juncture. And then you look at some of the other Canelo props, and I love group round betting. You know how I do. Knockout between rounds 1 and 6 is plus 210. Gave that a look. Plus 110, 7 through 12. Gave that a look because typically I'll go 6 rounds. I narrowed it down a little bit here. I think Canelo Alvarez gets it done between rounds 5 and round 8. And judging by that laugh, because I know you so well now, you probably have
Yeah.
the same exact bet.
I have the exact same damn bet. Because I
Plus
love group round betting.
155, plus 155 on FanDuel. I believe DraftKings has it at plus 150 or something along those lines. Points bet, I have to see. But regardless, it's going to be in that plus 150 territory. And it looks like we're in lockstep here. So there you go. This is going to be a short segment.
Yeah, and it's no disrespect to John Ryder. I've mentioned so many times that the UK fans are like, don't sleep on this guy. He pretty much won against Callum Smith, even though the record shows that he didn't. They said that was a robbery. And then against Daniel Jacobs, people are giving him the nod for that one, and he got the victory. But at the same time, I thought Daniel Jacobs kind of edged it out. And I mentioned this before in the preview. In that fight, he kind of looked lost in that first half against Daniel Jacobs. He can't do that against a guy like Canelo Alvarez, who is purposely having this fight in his backyard after having wrist surgery. And he's facing a guy like John Ryder, which, come on, man. I mean, no disrespect to John Ryder, but there's levels to this. And Canelo is elite. This man has over 60 professional fights. He's one of the best boxers in the world. And before Dimitri Bivol, like, let's really talk about this. He was the favorite to beat Dimitri Bivol,
I bet
right?
on him stupidly.
I actually bet on Bivol. I sprinkled on Bivol, but I bet on Canelo, so I ended up winning some paper. However, what I do want to mention is people thought that he would get past Dimitri Bivol,
Mhm.
and then there was talk about him fighting Artur Beterbiev, right? Like that was the path
Probably a
that
better
they had.
matchup for him, honestly.
They, but if you take a look at it now, like I mean, we'll talk about it later if Canelo wins this fight, and he should, according to mine and Brian's bets, but at one point that's what we were talking about. That was going to be his, path to better Biev, and he was going to be a champion in 5 weight classes. And I mean, this is Canelo Alvarez, and he's taking on John Ryder. And I want to know what type of fighter we're going to see in John Ryder. He does have a nasty right hook. Let's give him some props there. It does
Yeah.
have a little bit of power, but I think Canelo Alvarez is going to get to the body, and he's going to figure out John Ryder pretty fast. And he's going to be way too much for John Ryder. And Canelo's going to be landing those nasty body shots, and he's going to land one on John Ryder, and it's going to hit him right in the liver, and he's going to drop onto the ground. So I would actually take a knockdown in this one as well. But I like group round betting just like Brian does. So I have actually, you know what? I
Don't change
took
your mind now.
no, I actually took Canelo to win round 7 through 9 plus 200. And I like that one. So I'm going to roll with 7 through 9 because I think John Ryder, he
You
is
just want to
tough.
be different. It's fine.
Nah, you know what? I actually had this written down, and it's a little bit of better value as well. 7 through 9. Because here's the thing: I think Canelo can get it done in round 6, but I think John Ryder is a little bit tougher than we actually are giving him credit for. I mean, the guy's been in
Then
the
you're giving him credit for it. I'm giving him
hey.
credit. All right.
I mean, you think it's gonna get done through 5 through 8, so I'm giving him a
But
little
I
bit more
think,
credit through 7 through 9.
to be fair, I think John Ryder is one very skilled southpaw. I think he beats most of the super middleweights in the world. I'm not sure Demetrius Andrade beats John Ryder. Are you? That's a fight that Matchroom. Well, no,
It's a pretty
Demetrius
50-50 fight.
Andrade left Matchroom now, so because he fought back on the Javante Davis Hector Garcia card.
I think that's a pretty 50-50 fight, to be
And
honest with you.
and he fought in January, so I don't know when we're going to see Demetrius Andrade again, right?
No, I've given John Ryder props. Like if you go back and look at our previews, I talk about how well he's fought. I talked about when he knocked out Bilal Akawi in the 3rd round, dropped in twice. Like I've done that, but I'm just saying, like against a guy like Canelo, that's different, you know. So I think he's going to last a little bit longer than people think. Some people think it might happen in the later rounds, but I think Canelo is finally healthy after getting that wrist surgery. He's going to start off a little bit slow, get into a rhythm and then just start beating up on John Ryder. And I think he gets it done between rounds 7 through 9 plus 200, a little bit more value than Bryan. So depending on if you want to go 5 through 8 or 7 through 9, those are your options.
Yeah, but shit, I'm going to talk if he gets it done in round 5 or 6.
No, I definitely do. That's why I know for sure he's gonna get it done in rounds through 7 through 9.
Look, I think Canelo Alvarez not as fast of a starter as he once was. To your point, I think John Ryder probably will win the first round or two, and then Canelo Alvarez will start breaking him down. I think we'll see a knockdown at some point, which that doesn't have a lot of value. John Ryder to get knocked down straight up, that's like minus 280 at this point, and you're not going to get a ton of value there. But great parlay leg. Fantastic parlay leg. So I would throw that into, whatever else you're watching, whether it's Premier League football, we have NBA playoffs, we have NLL lacrosse, which Shantelle you're going to be covering.
Nobody bets on them. I mean, maybe they do, but I mean,
baseball,
I don't even know. Yeah.
But yeah, I think Canelo Alvarez gets it done between rounds 5 and round 8, and I think John Ryder, and it wouldn't surprise me. I may actually legitimately sprinkle on a Canelo decision. Because John Ryder's a tough dude. He can box. He can box, and he's somebody who.
Well, you're gonna go with a decision. You're gonna sprinkle on a decision. That's crazy.
I
think that's wild, man. Because Canelo's
it's plus 300. What do you think a sprinkle is? No, I'm not gonna put like fucking $10.
I rather sprinkle on Canelo like winning through rounds 9 through 12. That's a sprinkle.
I could do that too. I could do it's my money.
Listen, there is a reason Canelo is having this fight in his backyard and he's picking John Ryder. Like there's a reason. It's tactical because there's all this talk about does Canelo still have it? Like that's a big conversation. You know what? It's 7 through 9, y'all. If you want to bet, play some money. Let us know who you're gonna be rolling with. Let me and Bryan know. Drop some comments below. And how do you see Canelo winning this one? Because I mean, we've already spent 10 minutes on this one. I think almost close to 10 minutes talking about this. So yeah, Canelo
already.
Do you have more to say? Do you have more? Do you have more on John Ryder?
We're building chemistry, folks. No, I don't have much more to say. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna look up some of the other ridiculous props where they have John Ryder to get knocked down in round 4 and to lose in round 5. Like sprinkle on some of those because you'll find good odds on that.
I might even sprinkle on Canelo to win rounds 1 through 6. Like that's a sprinkle to me. Like I'm giving John Ryder.
No, I'm definitely doing that also.
Yeah, I'm giving John Ryder a little bit of credit when I say 7 through 9.
I'm not getting Dimitri Bivol this week. I don't think that's gonna happen.
So, not. You know what? If John Ryder, I guess, shocks the world and gets it done, then you'll get an apology. But I don't think that's gonna happen in this one. But here at the Mandatory, we want to know how you're gonna be betting. So definitely drop some comments below. Let us know and follow us at the Mandatory TKO. All right, we're gonna.